Hello, divine being. From the title, you know what the conversation is about, or the teaching is about for this video. So we're just going to start with how your twin flame can sometimes send messages through other beings and how it will show up in your experience. Now, we can definitely start with something that was shown in my experience. And before we speak about that, it should also be known that most of these experiences where you feel like a haunting from your twin flame, or them maybe you have experienced what they call a monitoring spirit or something like that. Now, while you have that in mind, understand that we are spirit experiencing itself. So just as much as you think that they are sending this energy towards you, you are also sending this energy to them. Now, oh, you hear the thunder? So, it should also be known that when you are having these experiences where your twin is sending you information or sending you these experiences where they are somewhat reminding you of them, the messages or reminders that you are more than likely getting are from past experiences of how they remember you prior to being in the twin flame separation of the journey. For example, something that happened in my experiences, there's a store that is not far from the house. And when I was walking one day, I noticed that there was a vehicle. And the vehicle was being sold by a ethnic background that is his mother's ethnicity. The car that was being sold was the same color as his older vehicle that I'm sure that he doesn't have anymore. And also, the car was a older vehicle it was a brand that I used to drive. So it was I used to have a Nissan before it got picked up. And so the car got picked up. Now, that was I wouldn't say that, and when I say haunt you, I mean that they send you these experiences to remind you that you are their twin. It kind of feels like them wanting to remind you that you are their twin. And I know it for a lot of twins who are wanting union with their twin, and I also seen 444 turning into 445. A lot of feminine who are wanting union with their twin probably are listening to this video saying, well, if they're sending me this energy of them wanting, to remind me that they're my twin, how come we are experiencing the twin flame separation? Here's the thing. You are receiving messages from their higher self, from your higher self. And to better explain that, if they are with another partner, the thing is, the love that your twin flame truly loves you. The universe is always wanting union for you and your twin. Okay? Some people have this idea that their twin flame is a karmic. Now, to deep dive into this, think about this. When you speak about somebody and you say if your twin is your exact mirror and you say, oh, they are karmic, then what is that saying about you? So instead of placing judgment on their character and saying that they are this or they are that, become aware of how calling them that is reflecting back to you, and how you can shift the focus to what they are, what are they reflecting to you that you can focus on to not reflect that type of energy, to not reflect karmic energy, so that you can heal that within your experience and allow that to be the focus. Now, I know that some twin flames are also thinking, well, he's with another person. Okay, I understand that. Now, by the divine wanting you to be in union with your twin always, there's, by the counterpart being with another partner, running away from their true divine purpose, there is a lesson for them to learn so that they can then understand why I immediately heard sinful. Spirit is wanting me to say that it is sinful for you to essentially, what they are doing is they are denying themselves unconditional love from you. And until they understand that, they will have the lesson that is teaching them how to receive that unconditional love from their true divine twin. And as long as you've been on this journey, I'm assuming that you are pretty aware of the journey. Now, you would understand that when you're experiencing receiving that love, sometimes you aren't sure at the beginning how to receive it. But then as you continue the journey, you truly understand, oh, I have to allow this. I have to allow myself to receive this divine love. Okay? So what should be said is that, and I was thinking about something. Another thing that was very awesome is that there was a store, and I saw the number 1010, but it was on the timer, it was 1018. So that was that's 10 10 10s. 10 10 10s across the board. Yeah, probably like Beyonce, the viewer. So when 1010 can be a symbolization for, and this time when I'm envisioning it, it's not coming through as just the meaning for 1010 being karmic lessons for the counterparts, you know, so that they can truly understand the journey. Yes, it does mean that, but this 1010 is more of a meaning of you truly understanding that you are the 10 of Pentacles. And I think it's the 10 of Cups. You deserve that divine love. You are also whole within your being. I seen 10 again. So that's let me know that you are whole within your being. You are complete. You truly understand where you are in the journey. Okay? And I hear some beings saying that message is for you also, like saying it's for me also. Yes. There was a experience where I was walking to the store. Now, I need to mention that the Nissan that I had, it had a lot of motor issues with the engine on the car. And so the car was picked up, and I think it was sold. Anyway, when I was walking to a store, the gas station, and you may have heard about this in a short video that is going to be uploaded soon. So hopefully when you see it, it will be uploaded. Now here's the thing. Walking to that store, I think I needed milk for some reason, and usually I don't get milk, like regular milk is what I'm saying. Most of the time when I purchase milk, it is Silk, the Silk brand milk, or like almond milk. Anyway, walking to the store, went to the store, not today, but this specific day. And when I got ready to purchase the milk, I saw 44 on the timer. The cashier at the register had the name of his mom. And so, and this occurrence happened in the same week that I saw the car. And so I thought to myself, what? And honestly, I didn't have a reason to go to the store, but I think this specific day there was a need to get milk for some reason, and or wanting milk. And when when that happened, and also the milk was 10 cents or 9 cents, there was some change owed because it wasn't the exact change. So then I had to walk back to the store that day. And when I saw the name tag again, and I read the name tag again, like, wow, I can't believe that that lady's name is actually my twin flame's mom's name. Like, it was one of those magical things where I realized, like, you are really on this journey. And for a long time there was this doubt whether they were actually my twin flame. So to say like haunting, here's something else that I can speak about. And before speaking about that, I'll also say that some twins have a purpose to of like allowing themselves the experience with their twin. And when I say that, allow your experience, like sometimes your twin wants you to they're wanting you to, I was going to say not wait for them, but they're wanting you to believe in them and know that that you are going to achieve union. And it is coming from your higher self. And so when I attempted to get on a dating app, so I would say that sometimes your twin doesn't want you to be in a relationship with anybody but them. They are waiting. They're wanting to know that you are ready to commit to them. And so I had this experience where I downloaded the app and it was like after 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. So, and even before then, anyway, it had been years before this app was downloaded. And so when this app was downloaded, there was a profile that that had on the top, and it was just now the profile said twin flame, and there when I clicked on the profile, it actually said something about divine masculine. There's also been times where clicking on the app where it actually said log off. And so I thought, okay, okay. Anyway, now that really caught, it was a surprise to see that, because I realized, and then there was a time where on the app there was a zodiac sign that was the same as twin flames, that had something on it. It's not remembered because it's been long ago. So after then, I realized there was this thought that maybe 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 it's just the apps. Maybe because I have heard that sometimes when your twin hasn't come in, when I say come in, when they haven't become aware that union is needed between the two of you, then they will send you a potential a higher level soulmate until they are ready to achieve union with you, which is pointless if you have a twin flame, because you are aware of how magnetic the energy is between you and your twin. Now, I thought that maybe that was the case. So whenever there has been experiences of men now, and this what I'm going to speak about now is at the beginning of the journey. Like this is like at the beginning of the, I said the beginning of the journey, I meant the beginning of separation with divine masculine and divine feminine. There was a experience of going to the club with some friends, and the guy that was dancing on me. And now here's something that you should know. Your twin, the same way that they are loving that person that they may have, and wouldn't want to say left you for, because they're just going to run themselves into a, I'm not going to say run themselves into a loop, but they're going to replay that experience with those different people until they understand that they have to until they have to be in union with you. Somewhat. Not even somewhat. That's what's going to happen. But, so, anyway, okay, when they are loving the other person, that energy that they are allowing them to receive is actually coming to you, because you are deserving of that energy. So when they are doing, although they are, you may feel like they are doing that to you, like they are cheating on you, but although they are giving your deserved love to another being, that love energy is actually being received to you through another being. Like the love that you are deserved is actually coming to you, and it may come through another being. And for example, what I was going to say is, when at the club that night, there was a man that he took his thing-a-lang out and he had pressed his thing-a-lang up against my pussycat, but I had clothes on, but he took his thing-a-lang out in the club, and I was like, but he did though. And here's the thing, this is how I became aware that divine masculine was sending energy through this other being. His hometown was the same of my divine masculines. We were having a conversation, and when he told me that, I said, but at the time, actually, I didn't know. It wasn't like an awareness that, oh, that is the same place that divine masculine is from. It was more of like, okay. And then later on in the journey, when I had these occurrences of the car, I also saw 444. The car, mother's name, it all became like a clear experience. And so, Spirit was saying, you've been saying too much. But here's the thing. I think we also experience these things so that we can help beings that are on this journey who are having somewhat a difficult time allowing themselves to be at ease because they have these thoughts that they aren't going to achieve union, when indeed you are. Yes, you are. You are meant to achieve union. You are going to achieve union with this being. Okay. So yeah. Sometimes your twin will send experiences. Oh, now I can also share this with you. The divine truly wants you to experience union. Like, I ordered in the past some cheese dip, and it was vegan cheese dip, because we're in the South, in South Carolina. They have places that sell plant-based items, but in this particular town, some of the plant-based items they don't have in stock. And so this cheese dip was ordered from Amazon, and in the box it was wrapped in my twin's favorite color and my favorite color. Yes. So, and besides that, I think there was also another order. I know for sure that there was another order. I'm just not sure that it was in the same week, so I didn't want to say that. I ordered some, there was some candles ordered. And I didn't know that they had already shown up on the porch, but when I checked my emails, the email said that the time was delivered. Can you guess? Can you guess? Birthday numbers. Yep. And so when people speak to you and tell you that you aren't on this journey, that boy don't like you, that man don't like you, the divine says different. And when you receive messages from the universe, and if you've ever delivered a message to another being and that being said, oh, how do you know what you're talking about? Because what you're speaking about is true, because you have that connection to source. So if that information is true, and the signs that you're receiving where your twin is haunting you, but not really, they're haunting you in a loving way, because they want you to know that you're theirs, and it's coming from your higher self. That's what you need to understand. It's coming from your higher self. They are becoming in alignment with that. So keep that also in your thought processes when you are thinking about that. So yeah, but I think I've shared enough, and Spirit has been auditorially sending a message. Like you've been saying a lot. And something else that should be known before the video ends is that another way your twin somewhat haunts you. And here's the thing. I call it, you can call it hunting because, or it's being called hunting because sometimes your twin may say something from a unaware place. They may say it from unawareness of how they are treating themselves by treating you. Like they may say something and it may what they call when they say like rub a person the wrong way. It may that may happen, and it may not be on purpose because they're saying it, but they don't mean it the way that they're saying it, or you may have said something to them and you didn't mean it the way that it was said. Hence the healing in the twin flame separation is to teach you how to become aware of not only how you communicate things, but also how to allow yourself to receive certain things from people that you may perceive as offensive, and how to to receive things in a different light. So now another thing is, or another way that they may haunt you is by sending energies of like their ex's name, and it may be confusing you, but the reasoning behind that is so that you can understand how to being faithful to the knowing that you and your twin are going to achieve union, and not allowing those not allowing what you hear outside of the connection of you and your twin to affect the stream of feelings that you and your twin have for each other. Because, like, some people have said that you may receive certain abundance in a way that you didn't expect it. And sometimes your lesson may come from a being that, and when I say lesson, like you may receive a reading with a person that you think is an op, but then you learn how to receive the message without allowing your feelings to focus on their name and how to receive the message, if that makes sense. Like, say if your twin dated somebody named Johnny, and Johnny is showing up in a reading, but it's only to describe a certain part of the story for the reading. And you, if you're in a unhealed place in your journey, then your focus may be in tune with the name Johnny. But if you're coming from a healed place and receiving the message from a healed place, you may be thinking, oh, like I understand the entire message. So that is something that you will learn in separation, is to understand that sometimes your twin will send that type of test to see how far along you have come on the journey, to see if you're ready for union. Are you ready to experience them? Because your twin may not be all the way healed, just like you may not be all the way healed. You may think that you are ready to experience certain things with them, but if you still get triggered by certain things, allowing it to come up to show you what still needs to be healed, that's okay. That is okay. It's actually a healthy thing to know that, so that you do have an exact pinpoint on what needs to be healed, and allow that to be your focus. But yeah, I think that it was very important that be known. This can also be said. There was a show that my twin watched on Netflix, and at the time, in the beginning, the divine was telling me not to watch the show. And the reason, I now know the reason why they didn't want me to watch the show. It is because they didn't want me to explain to my twin what he was experiencing through the show. They wanted me to allow him to experience the show in the way that he did, so it could reveal that I was his twin flame. Now, in the show, there was a character that was that had my fiance's name in the show. And it is actually, it's not like a spiritual show, but it has, the title in itself has like a spiritual context to it. Now, there was also another show that he was watching that had my name in it. Or no. It wasn't, or did it? Yeah, it did, but it was only for like a little part of the show. But I haven't finished that. It was difficult to watch the entire, you know how some shows, like, you can binge. It wasn't like a show that could be binged for me. Now, for him, he enjoyed the show, but for me, it was just difficult to binge. Yeah, but sometimes your twin will, and that's the thing about monitoring spirits. Sometimes there are certain ways that the divine will allow you and your twin to kind of send each other messages. You're always sending each other messages, because outside of you, your twin in spirit, is really you have this experience that is you find out it's just you, your twin in spirit. That is what it is. It was no better way to say it. It's just you, your twin in spirit. You're experiencing them even though you are in separation. It's not, when people say it's not what it looks like. Two more things, okay? You know how we are able to receive messages through clairvoyance, or yeah, sometimes, or like through the clairs. There are sometimes your twin will send you messages that allow you to know what they're doing. There was this time that I literally tasted something that my twin was enjoying, and it was sweet, and I couldn't understand what it was. I just had this intuitive knowing that he was indulging in something that tasted really good. And sometimes to get back on the topic of the title, how they haunt you is they may send messages that remind you of them, or remind you about certain experiences that you have had with them. Certain songs. You may see certain music titles in your clairvoyance, and it's just random. They're reminding you of them constantly. That's something. And then another experience that was had was after prison in the year 2021. When they released me, they drove me to the hospital of the hometown of where I am at this current, the current hometown. The man that was a nurse there, which I've been aware of this man for quite some time, like years. I've been aware of him for years. He has the same name as my twin. He was a active nurse in the ER that day, and he spoke with a family member prior to being discharged from the ER. So that was yeah. But that's more of a synchronistic type thing, or not even synchronistic. It's more of it's kind of like a haunting thing, like or a reminder that they're your twin flame. And yeah, you're my twin flame is what that energy is saying. But it's more of to let you know that you're not alone on the journey. It's not, that wasn't more of a hunting. That was more of a, we're on this journey together. So now I feel comfortable enough to allow this video to be where it is. Now we can close out this video with I'm grateful. Interact with this video, like, comment, subscribe as you feel needed, and comment some questions about the twin flame journey if you feel needed. And I'm grateful to all the viewers that are watching, and all the viewers that are subscribing, and all the viewers that are already subscribed. Thanks. Very grateful.